Right, welcome once again, right, welcome to this video. We're going to be talking about basics of UI UX design, right, in Figma, using Figma. So if you are new to Figma, right, or maybe you've already played around Figma and you want to know more things about beginner's approach to Figma, you're in the right place, right? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about styles, how to create your styles, text styles, color styles, you know. Well, I don't want to assume anything. I believe you understand color theory and typography, right? Because you need to master these two things whenever you are designing, right, to become a good at design. So I'm going to do a video on that later, right? But here, let's talk about styles, how to create your styles. Now, basically, what are styles in Figma? You create styles so that you can easily reuse these all throughout your design. You don't need to start creating. For example, you don't need to start maybe looking for a color and say, what color did I use in the hero section? What color did I use in that first screen? No, you need to create all your styles now so that no matter where you are in your design process, so long as you're still in the same file in your design, you can easily just click on find that color, maybe it's your primary color, your secondary color, depending on how you've named your color styles or your text style. You can easily just find it and with one click apply that same style in your design, right? So there's another aspect to this which are called variables, or variables is a more advanced process, right? So I'm just going to talk about styles in this video now. Let's get right into it. As you can see, I already have some styles here, text styles and color styles, but I'm going to show you how to create your own style. So the first thing you do, you get the T tool and write a text. Just click anywhere on your canvas and write a text. Let's say good morning. Good morning. Right, so you have this text on your design and you can easily just scroll over to where you see typography. And in this typography aspect, you can just choose whatever font you have installed on your device. So for here is Inter, and I think everyone should have Inter automatically. So I'm just going to use SF compact rounded. Then I'm going to, because I want to choose a style for my, maybe let's say heading, for my heading text or whatever name I want to call it, right? So I can easily just choose semi-bold. In design, I don't recommend bold, heavy or black, depending. There are places where you can use those text, maybe you're creating posters or something. But I'm just going to go with semi-bold for this design, for this heading text, and I'm going to go with size 64. So basically, whenever I want a heading text or heading 1 text, right, I just easily know that, okay, I'm using 64 and semi-bold with this font name. Then line height, there are ways we calculate line height. Line height basically is the height between your text. So maybe if I choose 40, what will happen to my text? I think the line height is so small. Now you may not notice this now, but let me show you how to get this settled, right? So let me say good morning to you. Are you seeing? So let me set this line height to 80 now. Are you seeing the space in between the text? So that's what line height does, and there's a way we calculate this line height. I'm going to drop a link to that also for you to know how to calculate your line height, right? So but for this video I'm just going to leave mine as auto, right? Or I can just set it to, let's see, yes, 72 is good for this. Right, so I know that whenever I want to pick a heading text, this will be it, right? Then letter spacing is basically just the space in between your text. Like for example, I set this to 4. So for heading text, I normally set mine to 0.32 for heading text and my setting. But for body text, I'll show you how to set the body text later. So you can set it to middle or like this one. I'm just going to leave my own left aligned. No, I'm not doing too much crazy stuff. If I want to set more things, I can just click on this icon here and set more things, but again, I'm not doing too much crazy stuff. So I like this text like this. I can easily just click on this icon besides my typography, click on it, and you can see I already have some styles set up. So if I want to set this new style, I'll just click on the plus icon there and name my style. What do I want this style to be? Maybe I want it to be H2, right? Once I click that, I can easily just, let me just say H1, and I can easily just see, I can put in description what it's for if I need any description, but I understand perfectly that this is my heading on H1, so I don't need to put any description. Then once you are done, click on create style. Once you are done, click on create style. So let me tell you the effect of this style now. Let's say I have this text now here, right? But I want this other text to, because this other text I want it to be our heading, right? And this one be our body text. So I can just easily click that text, right, and go over to my styles panel and change it to H1. I see. I already have some styles set up, but basically that's just the way to set up your styles, right? I can click on my H1 and you see I have that H1 text automatically. But maybe this one is too big for our design. Let me just set it to H3. So basically, let me just put that H4. So are you seeing? Whichever text, whichever way you choose to set this in, you can see that you already have it. So I can apply this. Let me apply it to this other one. I see that one I highlighted. Let me go over there and set it. I already have my body text, right? So let me go over there and set it to body 1. Are you seeing? So wherever I am in my design file, right, because I have my style set up, I can easily just apply the style to that design and it applies automatically, right? So that is for text styles. I don't want this video to be too long, but it's basically just the same process. You can use it to set your headings, use it to set your body text, use it to set your tagline text. So you don't need to go over that process in your design. You just need to take some time out, set up all these styles, right? Then wherever you are in your design, you can easily just be applying them. That saves a lot of stress in the long run, right? So I'm basically just going to delete this, change this back to body text because it's too big right now, and then maybe let me just leave that one like that. So that is for text styles. Right, now let's go over to color styles. So when setting your color styles, how do you set these? Right, I'll show you a cool way too. It's also the same way you set your typography style. So color styles is the same way. If you choose a color that you need for your design, maybe this is this. Okay, let's change this back to H. Let's say H2, right? Then come over here and shift this one. Come over here and shift this one, right? Then basically it's okay like this for me. Basically I'm just putting this on top of a rectangle, right? So it's not inside the frame. If it was inside the frame, I can easily just set up my alignment here. But you see my alignments are not active because this text is not inside the frame, it's just on top of a rectangle. Alright, now let's go ahead and set our color styles. Right. It's just basically the same way we set text styles, right? So let's say there's a text here but it has no color, right? So I just click on the plus icon, choose the color I want for the text. So let's say I want a color. Remember, Figma has given us this thing called the color contrast checker now. You can see it here, check color contrast. Before I use plugins or a site to check color contrast, but you can see Figma has made things easier for us. So now if I scroll over any color, I see that color contrast icon is not active, but if I come here, you're seeing it's active now. So that means this I can use this color on this my background, right? So basically maybe I choose this color, right, for my text. The color contrast is okay, right? I like this color for my text, so this will be the color I'll use for my heading text or for my text generally in this design. right? So I've chosen color. I'll click on the icon beside the fill color, and maybe I can set it to my text color, just the same way we did for typography. Click on the plus icon, set it at text color. Then once you're done setting it, you can also include the description if you like. Once you're done, click on create star. Right, so once that is set, you can easily just come and click on your text color, and there you have it in your design. So wherever your design is, wherever aspect your design is in your file, just go there, click on it, and you can have your text color wherever. Right, so let me choose this color now, this rectangle is highlighted. Let me go to my colors and say I don't want it to be my primary, secondary, or PG color. I want it to be my text color. So you can see there it has changed to my text color. Right, it has changed to my text color. You may not be able to see it, but it's there. Look at it. Right, okay, so that is basically just how to set styles in Figma. Right, text styles or color styles. You can easily reuse these all throughout your design. Now note, this style I set up here is not in any way a limitation to you. You can go ahead and set in 15, 20 stars depending on your design. You understand? You can set heading 1. Some people even have title text. So you can set heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, up to heading 6. Set all of them up. You can even set body 1, body 2, tagline text. Set all of them up. You can even set primary, secondary, accent colors, styles, gradient color styles, shadow color styles, different type of color styles. This text color, you can see some people having text color 1, text color 2, text color 3. You understand? So for example, now let me write a text now. I click on the T icon, and let's say this colors.co is my body 1. So I want to have a text under there. Right, I can have click here to view. Right, I have this now. Then let's say I want this to be my tagline text. Right, I can easily just go up, click out of this body text, and then make this, let's say 12. Okay. Let's just say 10. Then I make this, I don't want it to be cerebral, I want it to be medium. Right, so I can set this as my tagline text. Let me just make this 8. Right, just for this video I don't have to go this low, but let me just make it 12. Make 12. Just make it 12. 12 is okay. Right, then I go over here and set it to tagline text. I create the style. It's now, and I have my tagline set up. Then I come over to these colors and click on my text color. But I don't want, whenever if you master color theory, like I said, and typography, you will know that these two should not have, your heading text should not be the same as your tagline text, because they need to be hierarchy in your design. So now I want to edit this text color and make it a little bit brighter, so that there can be hierarchy in this my design. Right? So I'll click on this minus icon, this icon beside my text color here. I'll just click on it to remove it, and that color is gone. Or I can click on this detached style. You can see this detached style. I click on it, right? And I can easily set up this style here. Now there are 2 ways to go about this thing. Either you use a plugin, or you can just easily reduce the opacity. You can see it. You can easily reduce the opacity from here. Right, but basically you can just easily just choose another color, and remember to watch your contrast. You see how contrast is there. So maybe this is cool. I'm just use this as my tagline text. Right, then once I'm done setting it and I'm okay with it, I can easily just click here and say add a new style, call it tagline color, or let me just say text color. Or before I set up this style, let me show you a cool trick. Maybe you want to have this first one is our text color, right? This other one is our text color too, but you want us to have this text color one, this as text color 1 for your headings and whatever, then this one as text color 2 for your tagline text. So there's a cool way to go about that instead of just renaming all of them, right? So to our text color, let's go. So you have to edit the style. Just click on any empty canvas on your Figma, right, and you see this icon beside your style. So just go ahead and click on, you want to edit this text color, so go ahead and click on this icon beside it, then rename your color. Things how to rename colors to have those background things. So you can text color and put the slash icon and name this one. You understand? And now we have to add the description so that we can understand it better. So let's say this text color will be for headings. Let's just say for headings. Right, and that is okay. Once you are done, you don't need to do anything. You just click on this close, and you can see under text color we have one. Once we click on it, you can see it's for headings, right? So we know. Then click on this one now. Let's come and set it up. Let's come and set up this one now. So let's set it up. We already know how we set it up. Click on right text color. Make sure if you want it to be under this text color, make sure it has the same name. It's very important. Make sure it has the same name. So I look at this one is text color. If the first one is TXT color and you name this second one TEXT color, it won't fall under. You understand? So you have to make sure it has the exact same name as what you said before. Then this one, since we already have one, we'll set it as 2. Then under the description we'll have for taglines. For tagline text. You understand? So once you're done, click on create style. So are you seeing now it has fallen under this text color? Now if I click out, are you seeing under my text color now I have 1 and I have 2. Do you understand? That is a way to set. So you see some people having gradient colors like gradient 1, 2, 3, something like that. That is just a cool way to set it up. So now we know how to set those. We know how to set styles and we know how to set sub styles. This same thing you can also set it for your effect styles and for your text styles also. Text styles you can also, maybe this body text, and I can just name it body text /1, body text /2. You understand that all of them will fall under those we did for this. So I hope that is understandable too for styles. You can go ahead and set up your text styles, color styles, and also your effect styles. Alright, thank you.